Today I'm going to be starting my spring cleaning series, and we're going to be starting right on into our bathroom. I've done a deep clean. It was probably like 6 months ago, but I really need to go in there really deep clean and get the walls really good, clean the faucets and the shower head, all that kind of stuff. Really want to get in there and get everything a good deep clean. And I might add in my bedroom spring clean with me, since I didn't do that too long ago. But I'm not sure. It depends on. I'm gonna stop rambling and just show you guys the before and after, well, the befores, so you guys can kind of see. But I hope you guys like this video. If you guys are wanting some good cleaning motivation to tackle your spring cleaning or just cleaning in general, just keep on watching. Hello everyone, again, I am so happy that you're here and to be starting the spring cleaning series that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing basically a room every video, and today's video is going to be all about the bathroom, and then I'm going to work my way throughout the house. And it might take me a minute just because with a little baby and my busy schedule, we can't get it all done, but you know, the most important thing is that it gets done. Even if it does take you a little bit, it's completely fine, and it's all on my schedule, which is why it's okay. But yeah, today we're just going to be doing the bathroom, showing you all the befores of what it kind of is looking like. And I will say the before and afters, you don't really notice it as much unless you're really in there looking, but you know, even just getting this much cleaning done helps me feel so much better. So honestly, even if you don't see that much of a difference, it just feels so much better. So the first thing that we are going to do is just take the rug and the towels, and we're going to throw those in the washer because they need cleaned. I do not clean that rug enough, and it needed a good cleaning. So then I'm just going to kind of go through the counters, wipe them up. I really just, when I'm cleaning for spring, I don't necessarily have a method to it. I just kind of like tidy as I go, and so once I get the counters done, then I feel like I can tackle the next tasks and it's not too overwhelming. So I also wanted to show you, this is my cleaner that I'm going to be using throughout the whole video. I don't know if I've shared about it, but all you do is do like half water, a tablespoon or two of Dawn dish soap, and then the rest vinegar, and it is seriously magical. It's the best cleaner. I use it on Waverly's stains if she has any. It seriously is a miracle worker, and I love this stuff, and I will use it all the time. But now that we have our cleaner made, I'm going to just start emptying out everything out of the shower. And looking back, I was like, why didn't I wash my shower curtain as well? So I'm going to do that now because I didn't even think about it, but it definitely needs a good cleaning. But here's the befores. It's definitely easier to see like the gross things once everything's out of it, so that's why I wanted to share. But I'm kind of going to go through cleaning a little bit weird. I kind of do the shower and then I'll go with the walls. I'm just kind of doing what I feel is best because I like to work from the top to bottom, but I hate working like, I just like to get like one area done. So right now my focus is the shower wall area right there. So that's kind of what you're gonna see is just kind of me going through, first kind of just giving a base clean to the shower, and then I'll kind of go back and scrub it again, let it soak for a minute. So that's kind of what you're gonna see. Normally I would just do it like one time and call it good, but where I'm really wanting to get everything out super clean, I'm gonna go over it multiple times. Okay, so this is where you're going to kind of see I split it up for a minute. I cleaned the railing a little bit, not the railing. I don't know, the rod, I guess. And then I'm kind of doing the walls up above. That way if anything falls and I do like my second cleaning of everything, that it's nice and clean still. So that's kind of what I'm doing now, and just kind of working my way towards the door is kind of what I'm going to be doing today. So, yeah. Okay, so now we're just going to move on to the shower head. I feel like this always gets built up pretty bad, and I actually just like kind of scrubbed it. Normally I will take like a toothpick to it and just kind of like get all of the hard water out, but I actually just did that like a week ago. So I decided not to do that where I just did it. But as you can see, just still going through the walls, making sure everything is nice and clean, and now you're going to see I kind of am rinsing everything, making sure it's all clean. But overall, I love when my shower is nice and clean, especially when you go to take a clean shower. I feel like I feel 10 times cleaner. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, I mean, I'm always getting clean in the shower, but I feel like when it's freshly clean, it's the best shower, especially when I'm getting my hair wet and everything. I love it. So now I'm just going to kind of go through and deep clean Waverly's bath. I clean this like every other time, but I need a deep clean it probably more than not, because I always just forget about it until like I'm giving her a bath, and I'll usually have my husband finish feeding her, and then I'll hurry and give it a good wipe down at least. That way it's nice and clean for her. So I need to get in the habit of just after she gets in the bath, just hurrying and wiping it down. But because yeah, it just gets so dirty. So okay, so we're just about finished with the tub. I'm just kind of going in with the toothbrush, getting in the little areas that I feel like you can't really get that great with just a scrubber. And then once we kind of get done with the tub, we're actually going to move on into like the toilet area is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to start with doing the vent, and I totally like couldn't get it really well with the Q-tip. I honestly just needed to take it off with a and then just like scrub it. So my husband took that down for me so I could get that clean, because I was scared to take it down because I didn't want to break it. And then I totally forgot while I was up there to clean the bug out of the light, so I went ahead and did that just after. I was like, that was one of the main things I wanted to do, was give that light a good wipe down, and I just totally spaced it. I was not thinking about it once I couldn't get the vent down. So now I'm going to move on into the toilet, and I'm going to really scrub around the bottom very, very well, because I never really do this that great. I'll usually wipe it down and that's about it. I am terrible with actually going in and getting all of like the seals and everything really clean. So I wanted to make sure that I did that. And then I also wanted to ask, so I normally just use a pumice stone, and I totally spaced that I had ran out of it, so I didn't have one. So I didn't really clean the toilet bowl that great. I kind of just left it until I could get one. But I was using a toilet cleaner, and it made everything purple, like the lines, and it would not come out. So now it's just kind of like stained like that. What is your best like bathroom cleaner that you use for your toilets? Because the cleaner that I use, like the vinegar, dish soap, all that kind of stuff, it doesn't really work that great. So I need your recommendations for a toilet bowl cleaner, because I feel like nothing that I use actually works that well. Do you guys have that same issue, or do you guys have something that works all the time? Okay, so now that we have the toilet for the most part done, besides the bowl that I finished a couple days later once I got the actual pumice stone, I'm kind of just going to move on into the vanity section, taking off everything, so that way when I wipe the walls and the light fixture in the mirror, it doesn't get all over my stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm having to move a ton of stuff. It definitely is more messy before it gets clean, and you'll see later on in the video that's especially so when I'm taking everything out of the actual vanity and cleaning it. So, like I said before, pretty simple, making sure all the walls are clean, getting the light fixtures all dusted. These light fixtures are very hard to clean because it's antlers and then like the actual like, what is it, a light shade. They're really, really fragile, so you have to be so gentle. And so like there's still some like dirt and stuff on them, so I just kind of tried to get it the best I could, because I don't really know exactly how to clean it, and I didn't want to ruin it, especially when we're renting. So, but I got it for the most part, and it looks better just even what I did. So yeah, just kind of going through with that. Honestly, I feel like it's just so hard to, like, looking back, you don't really see a difference in this, but just actually like doing it makes it feel so much better. And I think I've already said that quite a few times, but I don't know, I just love spring cleaning and how it makes me feel, and so that's why I've kind of implemented doing it kind of like 2 times a year. I have my fall cleaning and my spring cleaning, and I absolutely love that, and I feel like it's enough deep cleaning that, I mean, in 2 times of the year, every 6 months, I kind of just tackle it. But now we're just kind of moving on into the sink, giving it a really good deep cleaning. I'm mainly going in with this toothbrush to just get into the fine areas, because I feel like I usually just like wipe it down, but I don't get like up between. Yes, like I was saying, I just wipe it down. I don't really care about like where the sink meets the counter or anything like that, so it feels good to get that a good cleaning. But as you can kind of see, this room, well, you can't really see the single, but in the previous one, my walls are kind of just bare. They're just kind of walls, and I'm not a huge fan of the paint color that was chosen, but we can't change that where we are renting. So I'm thinking about trying to do like maybe a bathroom makeover where I add like a new rug or 2, add some pictures on the wall, just some more decor to make it feel a little bit more homey. Would you guys be interested in seeing that kind of video? I would have to find some decor pieces because I'm trying to decide what to do with that back wall, but I feel like there definitely needs to be something there because I feel like it's such a big wall. and nothing's there. So if you have any ideas, let me know. You'll see it when I'm washing that wall, what it looks like, so you can then look, and I'll try to remind you. So yeah, I don't know, I just feel like I need something, and eventually we are going to be getting this probably closed off for when Waverly moves and is crawling, because this just seems like a disaster for her to get into every single day. So, but what am I saying? As of spring cleaning, what I'm doing is just kind of taking everything out, refolding as necessary, and then I'm taking out the baskets. I decided not to focus on decluttering anything, just because it was taking a while, and I was like, if I can just get this cleaning done, I can do the decluttering another day. So that's what I decided to do, and that's what I love, is that I can just make my own decisions of what I feel like I can do that's going to make it more manageable. So I decided that I needed to split it up into a couple of different days, and so that was totally fine, and it worked out. And I still need to declutter, but it's on my list, and I'm thinking about just making a decluttering series instead, so with it, so that way I can just go through and declutter everything, and I'm not feeling too overwhelmed. But yeah, so I'm just kind of going through each of the little wood things, making sure that they're wiped down, because they actually get very dusty, and I'm sure it's a mixture of just dead skin and a bunch of hair from us just brushing our hair and stuff like that. So it's completely normal, but that's why it feels so good to just take everything off, give it a good wipe down, and just kind of have a restart for the room. Okay, so as you can see, I'm moving on to this wall, and you can see I don't even know what happened. I totally broke the shower rod, and I was like, great. So I put it back together as best I could. Hopefully it's not broken, or we might have to get a new one. We'll see. Hopefully it's not. Hasn't given me any issues since I've done this, so we'll see. I think that's my biggest fear, is breaking something while we're renting. But like I said, we're just kind of washing on the walls. This is the big wall I was talking about. I'm just trying to decide what to do, because there's just so much wall that I don't know what to do, and I don't want to put something on there and make it too cluttered. So I need your guys' recommendations, because I have no idea what to do. So now that I have the walls all done, I'm going to move on into giving the floor a good sweeping, and I actually did sweep underneath the vanity at first, and then I went through and mopped after, just so that way the sweeping was done while I was just down there taking everything out. Wait, really? So, yeah, kind of just sweeping, and then I'm going to go through and actually mop, and you're going to see how I'm going to mop. It's way different than I normally do on a daily basis. This is deep cleaning, actually getting in there and making sure it is so clean and there is nothing left on the floor, which feels so good. I'm so excited to be doing it to the rest of my floors, and just making them so very clean. It's gonna feel so nice. So what I do is I just take out my hot soapy water that I've been using for all the walls and everything, and I'm just using my scrubber, and I'm just going through and just using that and scrubbing the floor, and then I'm going to take a toothbrush along the sides and just kind of go through it there. And I'm also going to go through the baseboards as best I can and kind of just wipe them down as best I can. The baseboards are really hard when they're wood like this, so we'll see. And then I noticed on the shower, there's it's not even stained, it's just kind of how I think it was after it got built. That's kind of just how it was. So yeah, it's just kind of that, which is annoying, but at least it's on the side where you don't see it that much. But yeah, I'm gonna go through the whole entire floor and just really scrub it just like this, and it picks up way more than just when you're doing a regular mop with my Swiffer. So now you can't really see that great, but you're kind of getting a little glimpse of what the rest of my house started to look like as I was doing this, because I had to take so much out, mainly of just like the shelves and stuff like that. So that got really messy, and so I just had to realize, okay, it's gonna get messier, but then once everything is put away, it's gonna feel so good and so clean. And so that's what I just had to do, have that mindset. And that helped me a lot, because I was like, when I would look out that way, I was like, oh, I'm overwhelmed and I'm not almost done. But it was just because it was all taken out and I just needed to like put it back in its place. So yeah, we're almost done mopping, and then we're gonna move on into cleaning the door. Finishing the door and me doing a little dance because I was listening to music. We're just gonna kind of start to put everything back, get everything put away, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the afters of how everything turned out. Everything looks so good, and I'm so happy with how it turned out in my house. It feels so clean, even though it's just the one room. But yeah, super excited. So yeah, just gonna kind of go through, show you that, and then, oh, we actually have another door. I forgot about that. We have another door, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you the afters. Okay, so I'm also on the hunt for matching baskets for down here, because as you can see, every single basket is different, and it kind of drives me nuts because they all fit differently. And so I really need to make it so they're all the same, because yeah, that's just really annoying, and I'm sure when people come over, they're like, what the crap. So yeah, we're just finishing the last door, and I'm kind of just going in with the toothbrush. This is the best way I found to really get into where the dust settles and really get it clean. So that's a tip, is use a toothbrush. Honestly, it's so magical because you can just get into those fine lines. I use it all the time when I'm deep cleaning. So now I'm just going to go into showing you the afters, and you know, you may not be able to see a really huge difference, but to me you can, and honestly, just giving everything a good wipe down, you are getting more than you even can just see. There's way more dust that I got than what you could see even before. So thank you guys all for watching today's video. It really means a lot. I'm thankful for your support. Follow along and subscribe to watch other future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.